All right.
What's up, everyone? Just wanted to say what's up. It's been a minute since we've been on pause. We've been working on a lot of good stuff. Just want to let everybody at Defund DLC on social media and our community out there just let you know we're touching in, tapping in with y'all. Make sure you guys are good and let you guys know about Elite Inmates, our new project that we're working on. We're trying to do our part ending recidivism by getting people connected. That's one of the main things that people get stuck in that cycle of criminality. Because they get out and they ain't got nobody there for them, you know what I mean? And they got no support after doing 10, 20 years, you know what I mean? So we got to do our part, at Defund DLC to help end that corruption, So.
Absolutely.
Anyway.
So, do you want to talk about anything that's going on with Defund DOC before we get into everything else?
Yeah, well, we got a good episode coming up on Defund DOC with the Way to Justice, an attorney there that's helping that's helping me get justice and get released. So that's exciting. So look forward to that episode coming up. We also got a lot of good things on the pipeline. We need some more interviews lined up, and so if any of you guys out there know anybody that we should interview, make sure that they plug in with us so that we can get them on Defund DLC to get a good interview going. So yeah, that's basically it. We just working on clemency. We're trying to get out of prison, but the other main thing is that we got this Elite Inmates project that we really need you guys' help out there to promote it, to tell your prisoners about it, to connect with somebody on that platform. Just do your part, we got to get on each other's shoulders,
Absolutely. So we've mentioned Elite Inmates a little bit in some of our podcast episodes, but do you want to kind of explain to anybody watching what Elite Inmates is?
Yeah, Elite Inmates it's a premium PayPal website. Basically, we do the work, we put in the effort to get people connected. So basically, it's high quality inmates for high quality connections. And what we're doing is trying to break that cycle, man, of recidivism and to connect people with their, with some purpose and love in their lives out there. You know what I mean? So it's like a win-win. We can get, and it doesn't have to just be romance, Linda. It can also be just friendship. These are just people looking for, connections, and whether that's romance or whether that's friendship. So
yeah, we've got people on there that are strictly networking, like artists who just want to communicate with other artists or people that enjoy their art. So, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It's not just romance. There's people on there networking, trying to get their tattoo work out there. There's people on there just looking for friends. So most definitely.
In what ways do you think having a pen pal positively impacts the mental health of inmates?
Oh, it's huge. So that's the thing about having somebody special, I think it really breaks down barriers and gives someone the ability to connect with somebody, and it gives I always think about from the prisoner's perspective. But what about the free world person's perspective, Linda? What do you think? The connections work for those there in the free world to meet somebody special while in prison. Because I know from a prisoner's standpoint, they're so grateful, they're so thankful, they're so humbled when people reach out to them through the prison bars, through the prison walls,
I get messages anytime one of our pen pals receive a letter or email from someone else, and they are very thankful, because I've had people tell me that they felt like the walls were closing in, and then I had another person just recently tell me that he felt like he was about to start talking to the walls. So that's what these guys are dealing with. They are so happy when someone reaches out.
Absolutely. And it doesn't matter where you're at in your life. Meeting an inmate, starting to talk to somebody is going to compliment you on so many levels. It's going to bring you that missing piece in your life, that stability, that purpose, that this man is going to, or woman, is going to be there in your lives, regardless of what you're going through and deal with in your lives. So I think people should really think about that and reach out to somebody special.
So, I have some questions written down. How do you envision the platform fostering meaningful connections between inmates and their pen pals?
I think each individual connection is going to be its own unique dynamic. You know what I mean? And so you're never going to know, like, until you're in the midst of the relationship, how it's going to unfold. We really like to see people on the platform that are entrepreneurs, that are artists, that are people that are go-getters, productive people, rehabilitated people. That's what elite inmates is. So our hope is that these people are going to add to your lives in so many different ways that we can't even comprehend. You know what I mean? Like, it's only individual. Like, we don't know what this person is going to add to you, but I promise it's going to add something positive to your life. You know?
Yeah. And then I had another question. So this is one that I think is important. How do you think communication with the outside world can contribute to the rehabilitation of the inmates?
Oh, that's huge. That's the main reason why we started Elite Inmates. It literally goes hand in hand with what we're doing at Defund DOC. We can't just about what we want to do. We actually put the effort and the time and the energy into what we're talking about. And one of the biggest ways to reduce recidivism and to end mass incarceration is to get these guys into solid relationships, get solid
support system
networks created so that people can actually end, criminality. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. That positive support system is what everybody needs.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. A lot of people in prison, they grew up in poverty, they grew up in gang culture, they grew up in drug culture, they grew up violent, they grew up living that life where it's dog eat dog. But yet, the millions of Americans out there know that's not a real life to base like the future on, you know what I mean? And so that's why we need good people to connect with these people in prison that are actually on the right track, that are high quality, that are doing something good with their lives, so that they can say, hey, look, this is another way that you can push forward in life that's actually about positivity, you know?
Mm-hmm. And this one, I mean, I guess we can kind of use our experience, but what are some like success stories or examples of how pen pal relationships have positively impacted individuals in the past?
I think me and his relationship is a prime example.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can't get no more shining beacon on the hill than what me and you have done. You know what I mean, Linda? I mean, me and you have created we're creating an empire together, and we started from scratch. We got nobody, you know what I mean? We ain't got nothing but each other, and we partners.
Yeah.
And we best friends. We talk about everything. We work things out. We have our bumps. We fight on occasion. We're both strong people, but together we are making a difference. And so we're just one of many. You know what I'm saying? Like, this can be done with virtually every prisoner across the country. Can you imagine if every prisoner across the country has somebody special in their lives that is pouring into their lives? You know what I mean? That is saying, you can do this. Oh, you're a tattoo artist? Oh, I'm going to get you all the tattoo equipment. I'm going to get you a tattoo shop. I'm going to help you build this up, and we're going to build this business together. You know what I mean? Or if you're a writer, oh, hey, I'm a writer. Let's write together. Let's do a book together. You know what I mean? Like, these are the things that you can do with the prisoners on the elite inmates, because these are elite inmates. These are inmates that have some special skills, and you can find a skill that fits your passion or your interest, and you can move into life together. So I think that is a limit. I mean, honestly, there's people on there that want to be podcasters. There's people on there that want to be artists. There's people on there that are beaters. We have such a. I'm telling you, there's diamonds in this coal mine. I promise you. They're in the dark in the prison cell, but the light that you bring to them can make you guys together can explode. You know.
Absolutely. We actually started. It's probably been 2 years already since we started talking, and then so I guess this is a good time for this episode because let's see, what's the date? The 21st. I think it has been 2 years, almost to the day. So that's crazy.
Wow, yeah.
But
so
I'm not giving you the dates. I'm not telling you any dates though.
Yeah, no, it's been 2 years, and
oh, did I lose you? Are you there, Daniel? Oh, hold on. Can you hear me? You froze up, so we missed everything you just said.
I said that we're just getting started. You know, this is just the beginning of our journey. You know what I mean? We have decades ahead of us to build this empire together and help all these people across the country try to bring attention to the injustices happening in these prison walls. People think that, you know, you commit a crime and all of a sudden that's a license to enslave you. That's a license to brutalize you, to inflict, you know, severe trauma upon you by surrounding you with violence and all this stuff, right? But in reality, that's not okay. You know, that's a human rights violation, and that's what's happening across the country. So our main thing is to kind of do our part, and one of the main ways that we can do that is by hooking people up, man, getting these people hooked up with networks and relationships, things that will transcend time. And someday, you know, me and Lena might be your best man and women at your wedding. You know what I mean? We want to see people connected, you know?
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, this would be for both of us the way it's worded. So how do you plan to promote positive interactions and discourage negative behaviors within the pen pal community? And I think that's kind of an important question because everybody kind of has those fears of the negative behaviors. So how do you plan to promote positive interactions?
Yeah, I mean, this goes without saying. I don't think anybody in here, you know, thinks that, you know, that we have the magic wand to make everybody act right. You know what I'm saying? That's not a thing. You know what I'm saying? So each individual person is going to have to determine whether the pen pal they reached out to is going to be the one that's going to help them. You know what I'm saying? In their lives. I mean, that's the thing. When I look at pen pal, so I look at it like it's a help and a service and a purpose to both sides. You know what I mean? Like you're there, the prisoner's there, and going to be a major support to you and to be a secure blanket in your life. But yet you're also doing the same for them. So I think that, you know, like I said, you just got to take it individually. You got to deal with people individually. There's no magic wand. I mean, obviously, there's no way for us to know if, this person is on the elite acting up and they're doing, doing wrongful stuff. We can't control that.
I want to say something.
We have no control.
I want to say.
I just want to say something to that. Have skills. You know what I mean?
Hold on. I want to say something to what you were just saying. I have been in contact pretty regularly with all of our inmates, on Elite inmates. I speak to them on a regular basis. They've called to do their audio recordings, and I can say that everybody we have on there currently are great, amazing people, and they don't want to, they're not looking to, they're out of that negative behavior. They just want someone to talk to. So I can verify all the guys that are on there right now are great individuals, and the female as well.
Yeah, I mean, like she said, she knows them, she's interacting with them, but still, there's no actual way to determine if these people are, there's just no way. But with that being said, she talks to these people.
And
I know these people. I know this community. If you're excelling in your life, where you're creating skills like artistry, where you're creating, dreams and goals and rehabilitating yourself and educating yourself, 9 times out of 10, that means that your mind is becoming mature and you're aging out and you're maturing out of criminality. And so what we're trying to do is like bridge that gap between those that are done with that violent life, that criminal life, and want to go through the regular life and become a regular citizen. And that's where you guys come in out there. Like, these guys really need those people out there that are living life on 9 to 5 that can show how to do that life,
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we're at, like we really need people to connect,
What role does companionship play in reducing recidivism rates among the inmates?
Oh, it's huge. I mean, a lot of the time these guys have done years in prison. They don't have the adequate resources to re-enter society. They get literally a few dollars gate money, and then no rent, no nothing. And so a lot of the times they just go back to that old lifestyle, and it's so easy to fall into that trap. But yet, if you got somebody special out there, or if you got a network, or you got a friend that's like really guiding you and like that's been there with you for some time while you were incarcerated, and then is there for you when you get out, that's like one of the biggest ways to end recidivism. It's been proven through empirical evidence that strong social networks end recidivism because you're keeping them on the right track. You know what I'm saying? So it's a big deal. That's why this is a part of our platform.
Yeah. All right. We're down to about 6 minutes left. So this is the last question I'm going to ask for you. What plans do you see and how do you see the platform evolving over time? I know there's a lot of plans, so I'll let you kind of talk about that.
I think right now we're kind of just focusing on connecting high-quality inmates with high-quality connections. That's our main goal right now. So if you guys know any prisoners that are like rehabilitated, that have elite skills, that need to be connected, please get them connected to us at Elite Inmates. That's our main focus right now. But obviously we want to expand. We have some dreams of like expanding into different markets in regards for prisoners. I mean, another way that keeps people stuck in traps of incarceration is they don't even have proper banking systems while they're incarcerated. You know what I mean? So if we could create a bank account for prisoners, that would be huge, because then they would be able to save money while they're incarcerated. Because as it sits now, a lot of prison systems take money from the prisoner and exploits them. So that would be good. Another thing is that they don't have no life insurance. Prisoners need some kind of security for their families. And life insurance can be sold. A lot of people don't realize you can sell your life insurance policies. So if a prisoner has a life insurance policy while they're incarcerated, as soon as they get out, they can cash that in, and then they can get out with a ton of money so that they can re-enter society. So we have a lot of things that we're trying to work on, but you know, it's one step at a time. My wife won't let me go too far ahead on that because she wants to focus on one business at a time.
Yep,
and
we've got enough. We've got plenty going on right now.
Yeah. Shortly, we should be advertising in Elite Inmate. Shortly, we should be advertising in Prison Legal News. So look out for that. And we're just going to constantly try to grow. We appreciate all you guys out there support us. And if you can, have your friends and family become friends with us on social media. And like we always tell you, you get free books for subscribing to the podcast. We need more and more people on that podcast.
Subscribing to defunddoc.net.
Yeah. Go to defunddoc.net, subscribe. We'll get you a free book ASAP. We got Defund DOC during all prisons and treatment and career centers. And we got the book, The Art of Living. So you get either one of those books.
Yep. And then
you got anything you want to share?
Yeah, I just want to add real quick. If you have any questions about the Pen Pal website, eliteinmates.com, you can email me, info@eliteinmates.com, and I will send you a flyer or give me your loved one's information and I can reach out to them or send them a flyer as well. So yeah, just contact me if you have any questions or if you're interested.
Yeah, most definitely. And if you have a loved one that's in prison, tell them that you know of the top premium pen pal website called Elite Inmates, and you have a personal connection. You know what I mean? Like, you are connected to us. You're in our community. Let's get on each other's shoulders. You know what I mean? And try to build something together. You know. And I promise you, even if you got a husband that's incarcerated, he has friends in there that need to be connected. So tell your husband, tell your wife that might be in prison about Elite Inmates.
All right, that's all I've got. Anything else?
All right. Yeah, I just want to send my love to everybody out there, and I just, hope everyone stays well.
Of course, yeah. I'm not exactly sure what our next live is, but keep watching. We've got a couple more within the week.
I think our next one is on Thursday. Is it Thursday?
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, so keep watch. I'll post the event on social media.
Yeah, I mean, I got the actual dates here just to help. So the next one is on tomorrow at noon. So just be aware of that, everyone.
Okay, I guess we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow at noon is the next one.
All right. Bye, everybody.